Alright, this is my chapter 4 vlog. The chapter starts off talking about the use and gratification theory of smartphones and how consumers use select and are gratified by media and because of the instant gratification that comes with it. The two uses we have for our devices and smartphones are the process use, which is non-social and mainly used for data mining and info seeking, and the other is the social use, which is obviously like social media, connecting with other people, staying in touch, stuff like that. Okay, going back to instant gratification. Um, the reason why we love our phones so much and our social media and just checking our phones is it gives us instant gratification. And nowadays, it seems like instant gratification is becoming a very normal thing. And if we aren't getting instantly gratified, we get upset by it. Like if we don't get a, like I remember in the last chapter, talk about when we're on our phones more and we're responding to people faster and faster. We want them to like reward us for responding to them fast, and it's the endless cycle. Um, it talks about how there's been studies for a while now. I think it was 1945. It said um, of the benefits of delayed gratification. And one of the biggest things that stands out to me is it indicates self control. And you could see that a lot, though. There's a lot of processes in life, like going to the gym or studying and stuff. And if your hard work will pay off in time, but you can't rush things. If you rush things and take shortcuts just to get instantly gratified, it shows that you don't have the willpower and the discipline to get better. How and why of smartphones. Everyone has a smartphone schedule. I know I do. I know every day before class, I won't go on Twitter at all until right before class because 15 minutes before class, I'll be scrolling through Twitter, seeing what's going on, reading up on the latest sports and all this. But I don't go on Twitter besides that right before class. When I wake up, I check my text, my email, make sure I know what's going on for the day. But everyone has a smartphone schedule, you know. Everyone does it. It kind of helps, which is a weird thing to say. Keeps you on track almost instead of being on your phone too much. Um, the most usage, it said in the chapter, comes from breaking news and people using social media. And that's really no surprise. I mean, you can mindlessly scroll through news websites and social media all day long and not even realize how long you've been on it. Time Well Spent is a nonprofit initiative to bring awareness to the negative impacts of smartphones and social media. And not only in terms of what we have been talking about, like we're on our phones too much, all this stuff, but in terms of your your mental health diminishes the more you're on your phones. And I think I think everyone nowadays kind of knows that because everyone's posting their best lives, but so you're only seeing the best part of everyone else's lives. So you're almost like diminishing what's going on in your life because you want it to always be the perfect Instagram picture that everyone always puts out there. One of the last things it talks about is fake news and how fake news has always been around and didn't just arise in 2016 election through Twitter and Trump. Um, it, I think it said it rose from politics, and I didn't say it in the chapter, but one of the things where when I was reading about this and the fake news, one thing that really popped up in my head was McCarthyism and like how the communist scare and all that stuff, and McCarthy was creating fake news and claiming all of his political opponents were communists. So I thought that was pretty cool. But the 2016 election, all that. All right, connect. So this chapter kind of goes hand in hand with what we have been doing. Nothing new, but I did like how it brought up the fake news and talked about that and McCarthyism and all that stuff. Because I think nowadays there's a lot of fake news and a lot of news channels and everything you see. It's catered to what you want to see and hear. It's not it's not always true anymore. Like I know I can go on my Twitter, I can go on the news, and I'll be being fed completely different stuff than like my roommate. You know, it's frustrating at times because you'll be talking to people about stuff, and it's just the misinformation nowadays is unbelievable. The instant gratification thing. That's obvious. I like that. I like that we're talking about that because everyone wants instant gratification, but I think we all, as just users of anything, just being alive, need to get better at trying to use delayed gratification more, because instant gratification, it might be nice at the time, but it's so, what's the word, unfulfilling if everything's instant gratification. Yeah, I really enjoyed this chapter again. I mean, I think reading and doing these vlogs are a lot of fun, so yep, that's it.